Two things are happening in this video. One, I cloned my voice in ElevenLabs and paired it with an AI co-host. Two, I'm launching a new series, Read It or Skip It, that does one thing, tells you whether a book deserves your time and money before you commit to either. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Ife Grady. Welcome back to Ageless AI Collective. Today, I'm doing something a little different. I've been working on something behind the scenes. I uploaded the information about my new series, Read It or Skip It, to Notebook and Claude to create a two-person conversation. Then I uploaded that script to ElevenLabs and I paired it with an AI co-host that I'm calling Michelle, my co-librarian. Shout out to Michelle Chakowski in Raleigh, North Carolina. What you're going to hear is a conversation with my voice and paired with a partner who's asking some of the questions that you might be asking right now. So, this is the trailer for Read It or Skip It. Take a listen.
I've been hearing whispers about something new. Read it or skip it. What is this?
Laughs. Okay, so for over 30 years, people walked up to my desk and asked me one question in about 100 different ways. Is this book worth it? Not what's it about. They could read the back cover for that. They wanted to know if it was worth their time, their actual hours. And I had regulars who'd come in with a stack of 5 books and say, pick one for me. I've only got the weekend. That's the job. That's always been the job.
Right, because nobody's got time to read 300 pages just to find out the whole thing could have been a blog post.
Exactly. So Read It or Skip It is me doing, on camera, what I used to do at that desk, running a book through a filter and telling you straight, read it, skim it, or skip it altogether.
And I notice you keep saying filter, not review. Why does that word matter to you?
Because a review is somebody's opinion, and opinions are everywhere, free, and mostly not built for you specifically. A filter is a tool. You put the book in one side, it runs through the same questions every time. And what comes out the other side is something you can actually use to make a decision. That's the librarian in me. I'm not here to tell you what I think of a book. I'm here to hand you something useful and get out of your way.
Okay, so walk me through it. What are we running every book through?
4 filters, same every time. Filter 1. What's the big idea? Every book that's actually worth talking about has one idea, holding the whole thing up. Everything else is supporting cast. If I read the whole thing and can't hand you that idea in 2 sentences, that's already telling you something.
What's filter 2?
Filter 2. Who is this really for? Books get written for somebody and it's not automatically us. A lot of personal finance and self-help writing assumes a reader who's 28, has 40 working years ahead of them, and has never had to stretch $1 a week longer than it wanted to stretch. I'm reading every one of these books through the lens of where we actually are. 50 plus, often the one everybody else leans on. Sometimes rebuilding. Sometimes just trying to enjoy what we already built. So filter 2 is honest. Does this book know who you are, or did it just assume you're somebody else?
I appreciate that, because so much of this content just isn't written with us in mind.
It really isn't, which is exactly why I'm the one filtering it.
Filter 3?
Filter 3. What will you actually do differently? Not what did you learn? What changes? One decision, one habit. One Tuesday afternoon that looks different because you read this. If I can't point to that, the book might be interesting, but it's not useful. And I want to be honest about the difference between those two things.
And filter 4 is the verdict.
Filter 4 is the verdict. Read it, skim it, or skip it. No hedging. You'll know exactly where I land and why every single time.
I'm convinced. So tell me about the lineup. What are we starting with?
We've got 5 books across 4 categories I think about a lot at this stage of life: building, creating, caring, and living.
Let's go through them. Where do we start?
Building is the Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This one's personal for me because so much of what gets labeled bad money behavior in our community isn't bad at all. It's caution that was earned. People who watch family members get burned learn to hold tight, and that's not foolishness. That's data. Housel's whole argument is no one is crazy. Everybody's money behavior makes sense given what they've lived through. I sat with that one for a while.
Creating?
Creating is the Creative Act by Rick Rubin. This one's for anybody who's ever said, I'm not creative. Usually right before showing me a quilt, a recipe, or a Sunday dinner that took 4 hours and looked like art. Rubin's argument is that creativity isn't a personality type, it's a way of paying attention. We'll see how that holds up.
Caring?
Caring is Being Mortal by Atul Gawande. I'll be honest, this is the one I'm most nervous about. It's about how we talk or don't talk about aging, illness, and the kind of care we actually want versus the kind the system defaults to. It's not light, but I think avoiding the conversation doesn't make the conversation go away. It just means somebody else has it for you later without you in the room.
That's 3? What's in living?
Living is actually carrying 2 books. It's the category where everything else lands, so it earned the extra weight. First up is Die with Zero by Bill Perkins. The big idea is that money sitting in an account doing nothing isn't safety. It's a missed memory. That's a hard pill for a lot of us because we were raised to save first and enjoy later, and later has a way of not showing up the way you planned.
And the second one in living?
The second one is Vagabonding by Rolf Potts. Yes, the travel book. It's basically a permission slip for long, slow travel that isn't a 2-week vacation squeezed between obligations, but an actual extended chapter of your life. Anybody who's been following my Slow Travel Revolution series already knows where I tend to land on this, but I want to run it through the filter properly anyway. And honestly, it belongs right next to Die with Zero. They're both asking the same question from different angles. What are you actually doing with the time and resources you have?
How you spend your money and how you spend your time off. Same conversation.
Exactly.
Now, some of these episodes connect to something else you do, right? The prompt packs?
Right. For select episodes, once we've covered the big idea, I'll hand you a free AI prompt that takes that idea out of the book and puts it directly into your life. So instead of just reading about, say, time bucket planning and Die with Zero, you'd have a prompt that helps you build your own plan. The book gives you the idea. The prompt helps you actually do something with it.
That's the part I think people are going to come back for.
That's the hope. A book that just sits there being inspiring isn't worth much to me anymore. I want the idea to leave the page.
So, 5 books, 4 categories, 4 filters, and a verdict every time. What should people do next?
First, come find us in the school community. Every episode, I'll ask a question tied to that book, and honestly, some of the best insight comes from the conversation, not the video. Second, subscribe here on YouTube so you don't miss the full episodes. We're starting with living and working our way through the list.
And if there's a book you want run through the filter, read it, skim it, or skip it?
Tell us. Drop it in the comments or over in school. I read everything, and I'm always building the list.
I think that's the trailer.
That's the trailer. See you in the first full episode.
So that's the idea around Read It or Skip It, and a little of how I'm using NotebookLM, Claude, and 11 Labs to build it out. If you want to see more of that AI workflow, uh, let me know in the comments. Now, I don't have a specific freebie for this episode, so I am attaching in the comments the SlowTravel calculator and the bucket list worksheet, both of which are free, both which are AI powered, and both are built for where we are right now. So go grab them. If you want more of this, join us in the school community where we work out this whole AI thing and find out how we can use it to live richer and more fulfilling and intentional lives. Otherwise, the episode of Read It or Skip It will be coming soon. In any case, I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me.